Well, a military plane carrying 78,000 pounds of infant formula landing in Indianapolis this weekend, the first formula imported under President Biden's Operation Fly Formula project. Anjalee Khemlani joins us now for more on this. And Anjalee, this is just the first step here in addressing this nationwide crisis.
That's right. It's the first step. It's the first flight coming in, especially importing Nestle's products. So we know that that first flight carrying 132 pallets of the Alphamino product just arrived from Europe. We also are expecting 114 pallets of Gerber's Good Start Extensive HA coming in soon. And that total effort will add about 1.5 million 8-ounce bottle equivalents to the market of Nestle's product. Meanwhile, we know that the Defense Production Act, of course, has been invoked, and it's being utilized to prioritize supplies for Abbott and Reckitt Benckiser, which is a parent company of formula maker Mead Johnson, according to the White House. All of this, of course, remember, is a result of Abbott having to shut down its plant in Michigan in February. That is set to start soon, but we don't have this specific timeline just yet on that. We know that it has already restarted a little bit, so we're seeing, the results of that. We know that, of course, all of this has triggered a number of investigations, both here in the House as well as, across different governments. We know that the House Energy and Commerce Committee, their oversight subcommittee, is set to meet on Wednesday, and that is going to include FDA Commissioner Dr. Robert Califf as well as 2 other FDA officials. And we're also going to see some company officials come out, and that's going to include Abbott, Reckitt Benckiser, as well as the Gerber/Nestle officials. So we're going to hear from all of them, about how this shortage came to be and what can be done to sort of diversify what we know has been really half of the entire U.S. market of baby formula, with 4 companies, in the lead. And that has been the concern, especially for those beneficiaries on WIC, the Women, Infants, and Children. That's been really half of the U.S. market. And so that's where a lot of this government concern is coming from.
Yeah, certainly. And of course, I think a lot of those executives should expect tough questions from some of the lawmakers later this week. Anjalee, since we have you, we also want to bring up another story that I know you're tracking when it comes to the COVID vaccine. There's some new data out today from Pfizer just about how effective it was in young children. What did we learn?
That's right. So we know that Pfizer just announced that they have an effective vaccine against those kids 5 and under. 80% is their preliminary number, but we're still waiting the full data. It could come out a little bit lower. And that is all from a phase 3 trial that was done while Omicron was circulating. So we know that those results are a result of watching this vaccine under the Omicron specific variant. And that's really important for what happens in the fall. So we got to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, we know that the FDA, as a result, announced finally a date for that meeting for their advisory committee to hear both Pfizer and Moderna's under 5, under 6 vaccine, and that is June 15th. So mark your calendars. That's the date we're going to hear. We also do know that the FDA is going to be looking at Moderna's other vaccines. They have yet to be authorized for 6 through 17-year-olds, and that's going to take place the day before. So all of that really, on the table right now.
Well, hopefully we'll get some good news there. As a mother of 2 children under the age of 5, a date that I am certainly looking forward to. Right, Anjalee Khemlani, thanks so much.